Hi, I'm Sarah from Boating New Zealand, and we're here today in West Haven Marina to have a look at the new Sargo 31. This Finnish-made boat is a little sister of the Sargo 36, which we featured a few months ago, and it's got some really cool little design features that really show its Finnish design pedigree. This is an Explorer model, so it has some additional features over and above the base model. A couple of those things are this really nice matte finish on the stainless and the coloured side, which we're not sure whether it's charcoal or navy. You get on the boat via this really big boarding platform, and there's a hatch right in the centre there for accessing the stern leg. Basically the whole cockpit floor lifts up to give access to the D6 400 horsepower Volvo diesel that's under here. Also stored under that cockpit hatch is the tabletop, and the legs are stored under the seat here to assemble the cockpit table. There's storage under all these cockpit seats, and this one here is the exterior chiller. There's plenty of room both sides to go forward with this nice enclosed walk around, nice high combing, good rails. Up here on the bow, the anchor fitting is offset because in the Nordic countries they pop that little ladder out the front there so you can walk down onto your ice floe or rocky island to go ashore. The boat has these nice rubber strakes all the way around it to avoid bumps and scratches, and you can also access the dock through this gate. Heading inside, this is where the magic really happens with some really great design features. The overall beam is only 3.3 metres, so we don't have much space with the walkarounds to fit everything in, but they've done a fantastic job. This here is the galley that's under this lovely timber worktop with stainless that forms a splashback. This has been really well thought through. When you've got these down and you're making passage, you can still put your dirty teacups down here in the sink. This U-shaped seating area is nicely elevated. We've got views all around and plenty of sun coming in the sunroof while getting none of the wind. The boat comes with everything you could want to get out on the water, including cutlery, crockery and branded glassware, all stored away in nifty drawers and cupboards. When you're making passage, that front cushion flips over and becomes a forward-facing seat. Again, this helm position is nicely elevated. There's some cool things about this setup. We can adjust the position of the steering wheel according to who's driving and what's comfortable. It's got this fine control wheel for quick manoeuvring. We're handy to this door out onto the side deck. There's one of these on both sides, and look, it's got this cool little notched holder there to just keep it slightly open without swinging when you're moving. We've got engine controls, trim tabs here, two big nav screens, and then we've got a heads-up display up here on the bulkhead as well. So we're going to head down below now. Everything just folds away really neatly to provide headroom and access. There's a double V-berth with an insert here in the bow. And we've got hanging space to port. This is the head and shower in here. So that's great if there's two people cruising, but where are you going to put your friends or the kids? Well, this is the cool thing. Watch this. In some boats you might find the table drops down to form another berth here, but no, this is even cooler. Hidden underneath that raised saloon area is another whole double cabin. It doesn't feel dark or enclosed here at all. It actually feels like a really cool space, and I think you'd find the adults fighting the kids for who actually gets to have this cabin. It's got plenty of room, a thwartship's double running this way. We've got windows and hatches for light, bit of storage, plenty of room down here. So much for style then. How does this thing actually go? Very fast is the short answer. If you've got somewhere to be, the Volvo D6 will hurtle you there at a top speed of 40 knots. Otherwise, on the day of our trip, we found around 22 knots to be a comfortable cruising speed, even in a good chop. On the day of our shoot on the Sargo, persistent autumn southerlies were throwing up a considerable wind against tide chop on our way out to Motahi, but this determined little boat took them on with aplomb. No slamming or banging and very little spray reaching the windscreen. The ride was also surprisingly quiet with the cockpit door closed. The steering is very light and responsive, and she corners well, feeling very safe and seaworthy while retaining a sense of nimbleness. The Sargo 31 certainly offers something different in the launch market. It's got a distinctive look, but that really high quality of finish and those neat design features really give it something extra. It's got the performance to back it up, and we can see that going away on this little boat would be a lot of fun. Fortunately in New Zealand we might not need the stainless steel icebreaker that runs down the stem, but the Sargo certainly has an appeal as an all-weather boat which would get just as much use in the winter months as over the summer. The Sargo slogan reads, "Rain or shine, it's just fine," and we couldn't agree more.
John Ecclestone from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.